Great song, better condiment.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason, Joe, and Crams are here. Top 10 Smashing Pumpkins song. We've already ranked the 12 studio albums. Go check that video out if you haven't seen it yet. And it is Joe's turn to kick it off.
All right, can I kick it? Yes, I can. My number 10, we got Rocket. I love the guitar tone. It's like that sticky, gooey tone. And the guitar just never stops. It's just continued. It propels the rocket into the stratosphere, and it gets to this brilliantly poppy little bridge that totally changes the feeling of the song. Love it. Number 9, my only track not from Siamese Dream or Mellon Collie, I got Bury Me from Gish. Just a brutally heavy riff. The vocals are really cool. It's almost like this call and response thing going on. And then Corgan just busts out some sick guitar solos. I love the tone on it. Number 8, Bullet with Butterfly Wings. Lyrics, the world is a vampire set to drain. It's so angsty and melodramatic and like over the top, but he totally nails it. He pulls it off. He gets all that teen angst. And he works it into just a really cathartic song with a killer chorus. Number 7, I got 33. It's dreamy and beguiling and just unbelievably pretty. It's got one of the best pre-choruses in the whole damn catalog. Number 6, I got Soma. Love Mike Mills's contribution on piano. The way it kind of lists along till it gets to 3 minutes and about 30 seconds and it just explodes into this great big guitar-driven epic. That big tonal shift that is a hallmark, I think, of Siamese Dream. Number 5, I got 1979. It's a classic for a reason, just a killer alt-rock song. Number 4, Zero. One of the best riffs, I think, of the 90s. Unbelievably heavy, really cool, unmelodic guitar part. Very much just noise, explosions of noise all over the place. Really cool. Number 3, Tonight Tonight. Love Jimmy Chamberlain's drum work so much. It's so pretty. It just, shows what Corgan can do. It kind of takes Disarm and just takes it to a whole nother level. Number 2 is going to be Geek USA. Love the guitar work, my favorite in the whole catalog. And number 1, Cherub Rock, my 93 winner. Just the amount of guitars, it just crushes me. It crushes the listener when it comes in. It's just so unbelievably cool and unique sounding, and just an awesome piece of guitar-driven rock and roll from the 90s.
Like I said in previous videos, heavily dominated here by Mellon Collie. You also get 3 tracks from Siamese Dream. As much as I love other Smashing Pumpkins records, 5 more records at 4 stars that couldn't manage to get an entry in the top 10 songs. You guys in the previous video guessed which Mellon Collie tracks I had. You each got 5. You had 4 of the same, and then you each accounted for 1 that the other didn't have. So altogether, you get 6 of the 7. The one that you did not account for is my highest placed from that record. So here we go. Number 10, Today. That little riff, I don't know, just like coming up with something that simple yet memorable. I mean, that's the dream as a guitarist. It also pulls off that classic songwriting trick of hiding like this great darkness in something that sounds happy. So really cool song, love that. Then we've got one that you both had guessed, Jelly Belly at number 9. The opening of that record kind of lures you in. You get that quiet piano piece and then the kind of lush cinematic Tonight Tonight, and then Jelly Belly just devours you whole. Brutal guitars, incredible drumming, and then giving way to that sweet soaring chorus. Really awesome. Number 8 is the one that Joe guessed that Cram did not. I've got Zero. Great song, amazingly memorable. Every aspect of it. The guitar riff is just like such an incredible hook. The melody is strong. The lyrics are unforgettable. The parts where the band cuts out, when he says like, want to go for a ride and she's my one and only, just every part of it is memorable. And you also get a rare James Iha guitar solo on this one, and it is an awesome solo. Love it. really noisy and chaotic. Number 7, Space Boy. This is my favorite style of Pumpkin song. These kind of like mid-tempo, sort of a ballad, but not entirely. I love the mellotron on this one. Great vocal performance, one of Corgan's best. I think he's a great singer, tons of emotion, a really stirring melody. One of those kind of songs that just gives you goosebumps. Number 6, Tonight Tonight, their most cinematic track, one of the most cinematic tunes in all of rock history, I think. And, I think at this point, if you didn't realize this band's ambitions, when you heard this song, I think, well, now you know that this is a very ambitious band. You got that epic string arrangement. It's awesome. Number 5, I've got 1979, just really flexing their versatility with this one. One of the most unique tracks on the record, and I think one of the most unique tracks in their catalog. Really different. Love the music video as a kid as well. Those images are imprinted on my brain, I think. Super unique guitar part. That riff is really different. A lot of like interesting sounds happening in the background, and it's got a killer chorus. Number 4 is the one that Cram guessed that Joe did not. I've got Here Is No Why. Love the guitar on this song. That main part where it's like chords and then some palm muted chords and then that melodic riff part. It's just so good the way it all comes together. It's such an epic melodic song. Not heavy really, but super powerful. Number 3, I've got Muzzle, a song that's really led by its melody. It's not riffy really at all. Doesn't really have a memorable lead. It's just the chords and what he's singing, and I think it works really well. The tune is just that good, and then you've got those really epic long drum fills as well, which are awesome. My number 2 is the 7th song, Mellon Collie, on my list. My favorite song from Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness is Galapagos. For me, this is the prettiest song in their whole catalog. I think the vocal performance is amazing. It's one of my favorite drum songs too. It's really understated. Usually, Jimmy Chamberlin's a lot flashier. His playing here is simple, but it works really well. Really adds to the buildup of the song. That big swell near the end. It's a very emotional song. I love it. Number 1 though is Mayonnaise from Siamese Dream. Again, another one of these sort of ballad-esque songs. The guitars on this, though, just otherworldly. I think, Joe was talking about how much he loves the guitar sound on this record, and I think even separate from the rest of the record, the guitar sounds on this song are a cut above the rest. It sounds so incredible, and you've got those guitars feeding back. I was trying to read online about what exactly that was. Best I can come up with, I think it is this cheap Teisco Kimberly K guitar that had these gold foil pickups that would just like whistle feedback really easily. That's what I think it is. But whatever it is, it's incredible. It sounds so good. And the way it's used in the song is so musical and interesting and different, and not a sound that any other band has really ever had. So Mayonnaise, love it.
Very nice. Great song. Better condiment. Can't have a good sandwich without it. My number 10, I've got Zero. Yeah, just like that riff and like the emptiness and loneliness. Like so much command behind it all, and the way like almost like Rob Zombie horror kind of takes off with those sounds where it's like whoa, it's pretty friggin' awesome. Number 9, a little bit of surprise for a song that has really, really grown on me the last few years. I've got Color of Your Love. I think it's a great friggin' synth rock song. I really do. I think the female backing vocals on it are really nice. I just love I love the synth part, and I love the bounce to it. They opened with it the first time I saw it, and I thought it was a great opening. Number 8, I've got To Sheila. I think it's just this soft little like picturesque, starry, beautiful poetry song. I love the part. Feels like you're floating in the ocean. I think it's great. Number 7, completely opposite vibe. I've got Bodies, which just comes out with Chamberlain just rocking the toms and just this heavily distorted, simple little guitar and bass accompaniment companion just shredding, and it's just loud and obnoxious and full of like coke energy. It's so badass. Number 6, I've got Mayonnaise. Yeah, that it's just pure rock, like it's a perfect blend of like a little bit of like meanness and melody, and just like it's a little bit grungy, but it's also pretty. And you have that like tea kettle sort of like background sound to it. It's just phenomenal. It's so emotive. Number 5, I've got Disarm, which I think is just one of the simplest, best songs he's ever written. I think it's so powerful when he gets into the I used to be a little boy part and all that. And the bells accenting everything are just fantastic when he, goes down to that E minor, and it's like, bow, bow, bow. It's awesome. Number 4, a song I don't think anyone has mentioned at all, and I didn't even mention it in the album's video, but I'm going with Age of Innocence, which is a fantastic, fantastic song. It's got tremendous drum work to it. It's really beautiful the way it kind of builds, coming in with those hard little snare taps, and then the bass comes off and everything takes off together. And then when he does like the desolation grows, and there's just that soaring synth line, it's so cool. Number 3, I've got 1979, which is just a tremendous storyteller song. That little just like loop part somehow brings it all together so freaking well, like, and then just the way that little vocal part comes in, like, and everything just going up with that slide of guitar is just perfect. Tremendous lyrics on it. Number 2, I've got, I think, what I gave the winner from 1998. I can't remember. Daphne Descends, just fantastic. It's got that sluggish beat to it. It's got those heavy, like, shoegaze guitar strums coming in, and it's just got that swirling, like, it almost feels like that feeling when you're so drunk and everything's spinning around you when you're looking up. That's how it feels listening to this song, and it's so cool. Well, my number 1's got to be Tonight Tonight. One of the best drum songs of all time, plus one of the best string arrangements of all time, and just tremendously written. But the drums are so much of this song right here. It's just friggin' perfect. When I saw them, they did this song acoustic only, and it was still very, very good. But you're taking away one of the best drum songs of all time. The snare work is just fantastic. The little accents he's doing, and just like putting power into places where he needs to, and everything. It's awesome. And I love the way it's one of my favorite closing moments, because the song's so bright and beautiful, and then he ends it with the uplifting falsetto, tonight, tonight, but then it like darkens right at the end, bum, 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 and you're like, oh shit, and then Jelly Belly happens, and you're like, fuck, like, damn. It's a great way to close the song, and like Jason was saying, like, bring in that heavier, darker side of the album. So I think it's got to be my number 1.
All right, there you go. All good picks. Let us know what your favorite Smashing Pumpkins songs are down in the comments, and what you think of our selections. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not yet done so. Check out links to Patreon and our social media and all that other stuff down in the video description. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.